Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can fake blur that you would otherwise get in your camera. So this would be the first example. You see the blur over here in this photo, the phone and the log over here, it's nice in focus and sharp, and then just outside of it is blurred. You get this by having a smaller aperture in camera, but if you don't do that in camera, I'm going to show you guys how you actually do it in post. So this is another example. You can see this one whole part is sharp and focus, and then everything around it is blurred. So this is the photo that we're going to be working on. Pretty much everything is in focus here. What you want to first do is you want to duplicate your layer and make a mask. Okay, so now you want to go in your brush tool, me pressing B, and let's take out the first layer, the bottom layer. So in my case, layer 0. Let's hit the eye over here, and let's hit X to get our black color as our paintbrush. And we're just gonna draw out this car. I'm gonna do this quickly. Now what we are doing here, we are actually just masking out what we don't want the effect to be applied to. And the cool part about doing it as a mask, if you do, let's go like that, right? You can just press X to go white and you draw it right back in. That's the beauty of masks. You can take away from the picture and also bring into the picture if you went a little too overboard. So I'm just gonna quickly take this out over here. Now I recommend playing with the actual brushes that you're going to be using to actually draw out a more of a better image. This is just a tutorial, so I'm not going to really spend much time on the crazy making sure everything is in perfect detail. I'm just going to show you guys the basics of how you can do this effect, and then you guys applying your own skills, playing around with the effect, you will get something cool for your photo. So I think this is fine. Let's actually just get a little bit of this snow off the top of the car. There we go. I think that's fine. So this is our image. Now all of this is actually still here because this is a mask. We can just plop back in the lower layer, and that fills in whatever we punched out of that first layer. And remember, because it is a mask, it doesn't actually delete any of that part from the actual photo, it just hides it. So let's make sure our second layer is selected and make sure our image is selected. Go up to filter, and then you want to go to blur, and then Gaussian blur. I recommend doing, if you're going to be doing Gaussian blur a lot, I recommend doing a shortcut. For me it's Control B, but that is not, I had to change it manually. So yeah, just set Gaussian blur, and then as you can see I have preview on, so we can just check. You can do something crazy like this and it will make the blur that intense, but big fan of very nice realistic photos, so I'm just gonna do it lightly. So we can do 6.5 there. And see, once it blurs, you can actually see where you messed up. So going back onto that layer, mask on that layer, we can just switch to white and draw it back in. Make sure we're on white and just draw it back in. Remember, the mask is not destructive to the image, it just hides it simply. And we just draw it back in, and it's nice and dandy and it looks cool. This thing over here, you gotta remember, you're gonna want to make it kind of look realistic, right? So I would recommend making your brush a little bigger, and just let's go back to black to punch this out, and let's make it just fade. So make it kind of like as if it's realistic, so kind of by the rear tire, have it fade in to the street. So this was everything sharp in the background and all that, and this is applying the fake blur. You can see this is much more kind of depth of field kind of look. There everything's focused, and there it's blurred out. Just remember, do your own fine tuning for your image, make it look better, because this is just the basics of how you actually get this effect done. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something today, and go subscribe to this channel. And while you're down by the sub button, make sure you hit that notification bell to never miss an upload, because YouTube is weird. And also hit that like button if you enjoyed tutorials, and maybe start a conversation down in the comments, or tell me something that you guys would actually want to see on this channel tutorial wise in the Adobe suite. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in another video. Bye guys.